What's up, guys? Coach G here. Today, instead of being in the weight room, we're actually in the kitchen and we're going to cook some very simple meal. Only asking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients, actually 5 ingredients. And yeah, let's get started. So for today's recipe, we're going to be using ground beef, lean, extra lean, not lean, whatever you want. Plantain, very important, where we're gonna fry the plantain. Peppers, which I usually don't like, but you know, we gotta add it because it's the recipe. Onions and cheese. This dish is actually from Puerto Rico. Sorry, Puerto Rico. Excuse my accent. And it's called pastelón. Arriba. That's Spanish. Yeah. And we go at it by starting cutting up the plantain, right? We actually got a special looking plantain today. We got a 2-for-1 plantain. Crazy. So yeah, start cutting up the plantain, and then actually in the meantime, while we cut up the plantain, we're gonna talk about what is the actual dish and where is it from. So in Dominican Republic, this dish is made with boiled mashed ripe plantain. See, that's our difference, is that we're not gonna boil it. We're actually gonna fry it. I don't even know how the hell am I supposed to cut this banana open. Can I just cut it in half? We're gonna split the banana in half. And that's how you pay for 1 banana and get 2 bananas. So yeah, peel off your bananas. This dish is often called Dominican casserole or ripe plantain casserole, using typical Dominican style picadillo. Whoever speaks Spanish in the comments, please correct me, because I was not really too good at Spanish when I was in high school or in any grade. Anyways, a layer of mashed plantain, oh no, wait, we're doing the Puerto Rican part. So in Puerto Rico, it is considered a Puerto Rican variation of lasagna. So see, what you basically do, or actually it's just like a shepherd's pie when you think about it, because instead of doing the mashed potatoes, we're using fried plantain. This is giving me trouble. Why is this giving me trouble? I feel like I haven't never cooked in my life. Oh, that's why. Guess we cut it the wrong way. Yeah. You know what? Bun this 2 split bananas, because this is not working. We're gonna use another banana and you use it from here. So my cameraman said that I need to keep my desk clean, so yeah. Anyways, sweet plantain replaced lasagna pasta noodles. The plantain are peeled and then cut lengthwise. So lengthwise, I don't know if you guys know what length is. God dang. Holy moly. Alright. So after you've freaking past 10 hours peeling off this plantain, because this plantain is so ripe. It's not even ripe, sorry. So I got 1. And do the same thing for the other. Oh, sorry. It's not clean. Sorry, very sorry. So the next one. See, that one is much easier to peel off. Never mind. I talked too fast. Now that we've cut up our plantain, actually I'm gonna do one more, because you know, it can't be too boring in life. You know, you gotta spice up a bit with a bit of quantity. So let's do one more, and hopefully I can peel it off. You know, I have this this wanting to cook. I feel like I'm pretty good. But right now, apparently, this is not really showing my best. No, I swear it's because of this goddamn This skin, usually the skin of a plantain usually comes up pretty fast, but since, you know, this is not really fresh, I think no excuses. We cut our 3 plantains, and then we're gonna cut it lengthwise, but actually we can cut it however you want it. But since we're doing a lasagna, it will be smart if you cut it lengthwise. So they're saying traditional pastelon is with sweet, stewed ground beef. Sweet ground beef. What is that? Because the sauce of the stew is then used between layers. So I don't think we're gonna do a stew. I think we're just gonna cook the ground beef with the onions, the peppers, and all the seasoning, and just whatever. Just put it on over the plantain. So, cut my stuff lengthways. So I'm gonna go with like pretty thin, not too thin, but like a little bit thin slices. So like this. On the side, go for 3 more. Let's read more about this. In modern variation, the minced meat is sauced with most notable bell pepper, tomatoes, onions, herbs, olives, and all kind of stuff. So we're only going to use whatever season that we have, which is salt, pepper, and onions and peppers, like raw peppers, not actual black pepper. When I was small, I used to love when my mom made fried plantain. Fried plantain, I think, is like top 5. One of the best things that you can cook with any meal. Fried plantain, actually, where I'm from, fried plantain is cooked with sugar. It's actually a dessert, but other places use it as a side dish. But yeah, when I used to be small, those used to be the greatest thing that my mom would cook for us. I messed that one up. Don't do that. I just messed it up because I'm not focused. Try to make them thick, because if you make them too thin, then they're not gonna cook evenly. But you know, we're still gonna use it because we don't waste food out here. We do not waste food. So now I'm cutting my last one. Boom, boom, and then I'm gonna cut a little 4th one on that part. And boom. Nice. Now that you sliced up all your plantain, we're gonna start cooking them. So after you've cut up your plantain, you're gonna start cooking them, obviously. So you cook them so you're gonna fry them. Use any type of oil. I'm using today corn oil. I've never used corn oil in my life, but apparently that's a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. You're gonna put a decent amount because you know you want the plantain to be merged in the oil, not too much. Perfect. And now you're gonna wait for your oil to get hot, and then you're gonna add up your plantain. Wash your hands. All right, my hands are dirty right now. Wash your hands. So after you've waited for your oil to get hot, it has to be smoking hot. Add up your plantain without burning yourself, because that's a very, very hot pan. Ah. 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 Oh. Yeah. No. That's the one thing about doing those, is that the whole process of, you know, frying stuff. Oh, this is frying stuff and stuff like that is so annoying and also very dangerous. So when you cook those, please don't burn yourself. Please. Please. So yeah, throw all these bad boys in there. I don't think I'll be able to fit all of them, but definitely gonna fit some. That fire is too high. We need to relax on that. Because the one thing about those is that they cook fast. So, in the meantime, while those cook, we're gonna have to use a plate and paper towel. So the paper towel is gonna be able to absorb the oil, the extra oil that's in the plantain. So you want a nice golden brown looking plantain, you know? We don't want no white looking plantain. We want a nice golden brown. So when you see one side is golden brown, then you switch to the other side. And that's it. Basically, that's it. So one day when I was again, when I was a kid, keep talking about my life, right? Who cares? I burnt my whole finger in there because I didn't know it was hot. I was small. My mom was on it around the kitchen, and I dipped my middle finger literally just like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So the pastelón, I don't think I'm saying it right, but whatever, is a casserole dish consisting of typical Latin Caribbean food such as plantain. No way. Sofrito and seasoned minced meat. I don't know what sofrito is. We'll check that out. Okay, so when your plantain is nice and golden brown, you're gonna place it on the nice plated towel that you got there, one by one. Try not to drop it, because just know that if you drop this in the oil right now, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna splash everywhere. You're gonna burn yourself. Trust me. So after you cooked your plantain, put them on the side. So again, those are so tough. Like, wait, let me try and make you understand how tough they are. Yeah, that ain't supposed to be like that. So I'm hoping that when I cook them with the sauce of the ground beef and all that, it softens a bit. Like the sauce gets in the banana and softens a bit. So put your plantain on the side. Put it in the oven. Just put it in the oven. All right, just put it in the oven. So if you're too lazy to like do the whole cook oil stuff like that, you can just pop them in the air fryer and then be done with it. So now that we've taken care of our plantain, we've taken care of our ground beef. With the ground beef, we're gonna be cutting up onions and peppers. I really don't like peppers. Like, I really don't like peppers. Everyone that knows me knows I don't like peppers. But, you know, we're gonna spice up a bit. I'm gonna do half of one. So you guys can definitely see that I don't really eat peppers because I don't even know how to cut a pepper. So I'm just gonna go with the flow, go with the vibes, you know what I'm saying? And then see what's up. So yeah, we're gonna do half of a red one, half of a yellow one, orange, yellow, orange, for sure. To be honest, I think those are way too much, but we shall see. I know that you gotta take that off. I'm not totally ignorant. I know that you gotta take that off. Comment down below if you like peppers and if you eat those as it is right now, uncooked. Because I personally hate peppers, even cooked or not cooked. So let me know. Let me know. I feel like peppers is maybe the worst thing you can add in your dishes. So I'm gonna cut them into like little cubies, should I say? Because since I don't like them, I don't want to have a whole long pepper in my stuff, right? But yeah, let me try it. Yeah, see, this is not good. This tastes like garbage. Okay, so I feel like actually I'm gonna do them even smaller. Like, I really don't like peppers, guys. So add it if you like. If you don't like peppers, to be honest, and you want to add something else, you can add jalapenos, you can add green onions, you can add all those stuff, just not peppers, basically. So I'm gonna cut up everything. I'm gonna cut up this, I'm gonna cut up the onions, and then we'll see each other again when we get to mix everything up. See you guys later. So we back at it. I've just cut a little bit, because again, I don't really appreciate it, but if you mess with those and you love those, go crazy on them. But anyways, I just cut it a little bit just to have a taste of peppers, I guess. And then we're gonna cut up the onions. The onion, not the onions, one onion. People say that onions make you cry. I mean, garlic make you cry. It's cap. onions make you cry. No garlic make you cry. You know that all these cartoon shows, they show people like actual, you know, cartoon crying because they're cutting up garlic. No, cry because you're cutting up onions. Get it right, Cartoon Network or Looney Tunes or whatever. So yeah, cut up your onion. Again, do the same cut that you did for your peppers. So small little cubey cuts. You guys are about to see my skills in cutting onions. Just to let you know, the knife isn't too good, but you know, we do what we got. So, how to cut an onion? I actually don't know how to cut an onion. Middle. Take it like this, and you cut it. So like very good, talented people, you know, they will go like. I ain't like that. I just cut the thing and then get over with. And then cut on the side. After you cut it like that, cut on the side, so then you get your smaller pieces. And then we're gonna season our ground beef. So I usually season the ground beef while it's cooking. So we're just gonna mix the ground beef, the onions, the pepper, and the whole seasoning directly in the pan. And then that should take like 10 minutes top max. So let's go. So now that you cut up all your seasoning, so your peppers and your onions, just gonna add it up to the pan. Add everything up to the pan. To be honest, I did a lot. Like this is a lot. But we'll see what's up. After you turn it on, add up your oil. So I'm using olive oil. Just a little bit, that's a little bit. And then you're gonna start by seasoning up your onion and your pepper with just salt and pepper. Nothing too crazy. Pepper. Some salt. Y'all didn't see anything. Add up some salt. Cook the pepper and the onion until they're nice. Not too, but at starting of golden brown. Nope. Y'all mess with the drip? So today for the drip, we got custom made chef hat from a good person. Custom made, how do you call this? Yeah, what he said. Custom made GAC personal trainer polo with PT in the back, and that's it. So when your onions and your peppers are starting to get golden brown, add up your ground beef. Without the paper, god damn it, no. Without this, you don't want to put this in there. I swear I know how to cook. I promise y'all I know how to cook. You want to add garlic powder. Do you like it? Yeah, perfect. Garlic powder. I got some chili flake. Not too much because I don't want to burn the goddamn. That was a lot. And one thing I forgot, a little bit of parsley. There we go. Perfect. That's all you really need for seasoning. If you obviously want to add more seasoning, please go ahead. Usually I would also add some honey to give a little bit of sweetness. But since we already have the peppers, we don't need to add more sweetness to that. The peppers are already sweet as they are. So now, after you added your seasoning, cook it until the ground beef is cooked all the way. So I was the same. I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so this is looking extremely good. even with the peppers, even though I hate those. After you cooked it all, now it's time to bake it. So, like a lasagna, you want to start off by adding your plantain first. Nice little layer of plantain right there. Excellent. When you add your plantain, add your ground beef on top of your plantain. Nice, just like so. Make sure it's nicely spread all the way. Perfect. Then add another layer of plantain. And then add another layer of ground beef. So this is good if you want to do more of a bulk than a cut, right? You definitely don't want to eat that if you're in a cut. It's fatty, it has a whole bunch of oils in it. But if you're in a bulking area, or you just want to add up some weight, or just you're hungry and you want to eat good food, I would suggest to make those. So you really want your plantain to be covered, because especially in my case right now, you don't want to overcook it. You don't want to cook it more. You really want just to get it stay warm and for the sauce to get in the plantain. So now that you've covered your plantain and you finish your ground beef, now we're gonna add up our cheese. So I just got regular 3 cheese, 3 fromages, of course, bien sûr, because we are in the French and English gym. So add up your 3 fromages on top of your ground beef. That should be enough. Awesome. Now that your layers are nicely placed, you're gonna add this to your oven. So now you're gonna add it in your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for, let's say, 10 to 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, your meal is ready. Take it out the oven, obviously. Make sure not to burn yourself. And there it is, homemade pastelon. The plantain did soften a bit, so that's pretty good. And now we just gotta try it all together. It's so hot. This is actually so good. Even though the plantain was a bit hard, and then we had much taste, because I think the actual banana was not too good. The mix with the sauce of the ground beef and the cheese and the peppers and the onions incorporated inside the plantain and made it 10 times better. So there you have it, guys. Quick, easy meal to do. Again, if you're looking to more of a bulking or just have a good meal, please do it at home. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.